The absence of warm, comforting meals weighed on my thoughts, reminding me of the balance I usually find in my diet. My friends' pizza nights became a distant memory, and the allure of melting cheese and crispy crusts was hard to resist. I found myself scrolling through food blogs, eyeing delicious cooked recipes, but I stayed committed, knowing I was nearing the finish line. On day 6, I faced a challenging situation when my friends decided to have a barbecue. The smell of grilled meats and roasting vegetables wafted through the air, making my resolve waver. I could hear them laughing, sharing stories, and enjoying the food, completely unaware of the struggle I felt. I had prepared my typical raw meal, crisp vegetable sticks with a zesty avocado dip, but could hardly focus on anything other than the feast unfolding around me. It was a true test of willpower. While my body felt surprisingly energetic, my mind was fighting a strong urge for that warmth and flavor I had missed all week. As day 7 unfolded, I felt a mix of triumph and relief coursing through me. I began the day with a vibrant green smoothie, packed with spinach, banana, and almond milk, which tasted refreshing and energized me for the final stretch. That morning, I took a moment to appreciate how my body had adapted to this unusual routine. I felt lighter and surprisingly resilient. However, the thoughts of returning to my normal diet began to dance in my mind, filling me with anticipation. The idea of savoring a warm meal, something comforting and familiar, was more appealing than ever. After a week of raw foods, I was ready for a nice, hearty bowl of vegetable soup or perhaps a baked sweet potato. It was time to celebrate my journey, even if just for a moment, and reflect on the lessons learned that extended far beyond food, emphasizing the importance of balance and variety in one's eating habits. As I wrapped up my week of raw food eating, I couldn't help but feel a sense of accomplishment. I had pushed my boundaries and ventured outside of my culinary comfort zone, achieving something I initially thought would be impossible. Yet, amidst the euphoria of completion, I reflected on what I had experienced, the highs of newfound energy and clarity, juxtaposed against the cravings and moments of weakness. Balancing raw with cooked meals seemed essential, affirming my belief in moderation. It brought me clarity about my relationship with food, both as nourishment and as a source of joy. As I sat down to record my final thoughts on this raw food experiment, I felt a wave of gratitude for the journey I had undertaken. It wasn't just about the physical changes, it was also about the mental shift I experienced, embracing the diversity of food and recognizing the importance of moderation. I smiled as I reflected on the lessons learned about resilience and self-discipline, realizing that every step I took towards healthy choices was a celebration of self-care. With newfound appreciation for both raw and cooked meals, I felt empowered to continue making mindful decisions in the kitchen, cementing the understanding that nutrition doesn't have to be an all-or-nothing approach. Balance would become my guiding principle moving forward, ensuring I could indulge in the foods I love while still nurturing my health. As I began to record the wrap-up of my experience, I took a deep breath, feeling a sense of closure wash over me. I wanted to share not just my results, but also the emotions that came with this journey, the anticipation, the cravings, and ultimately, the empowerment of stepping outside of my comfort zone. Reflecting on the balance that was necessary, I spoke directly to my audience, encouraging them to consider their own eating habits and how experimenting with their diet, even briefly, could spark similar insights. I hope to inspire others to approach their food choices with an open mind, blending the raw energy I experienced with the warmth and comfort of their favorite cooked meals. As I concluded, I emphasized that true wellness comes not from limitation but from understanding one's body and its needs. As I sat there, I realized that this week had opened my eyes to the power of food as not just sustenance, but a source of joy too. With this experience behind me, I felt empowered and eager to share what I learned. Nutrition isn't just about strict rules. It's about feeling good in your body and enjoying the foods you love. Embracing variety and balance is key, and that's what I encourage everyone to find in their own diets.